Well, I've been putting these frets in this Harley neck. I figure I'd show you some of the steps I've been taking here. I've got most of them installed, but if you remember this little tool I said was not to waste your money on, well, it has its use. It came in real handy on this particular neck. This neck has the fret slots filled at the end, and I needed to make these a little bit wider because I'm using jumbo frets, but it came in real handy to get down in that slot and just open them up a little bit. So it has its use. But since the ends are filled, you need tang nippers to nip this tang off the end of the fret. You can see that I've cut that tip off of the tang so that the fret will overhang the binding or whatever you got on there. But tang nippers, let me show you here. I got 3 sets, but I can't find the other set. It's an old pair I had for years, but I don't know where they're at. But this is a set of StewMax here, and I should have looked up these prices. I don't remember the prices, but they still sell these, but I wouldn't recommend buying these. They work, but they will not cut stainless frets. These aren't stainless, but they do work. If I can remember how to use them, I don't even remember. It's been so long since I used them. There we go. And I do like these just for the fact that I'll show you on the other ones. This one doesn't have that obstacle in my way, but I'm going to fix these other ones. These are the ones, if you're going to buy them, I would tell you to get these. I think these are like about 80 bucks, but I bought these on sale. I don't remember what I paid for them. But on these, this comes with 2 sets of cutters for different size frets. Pretty easy to change. Take this little Allen screw out right here, and then on the cutters underneath this plate, there's 2 cutters on each one marked 1 through 4, and you're not going to be able to see this, but through this little hole right here you can read the number that you're using. I'm using 4 for the largest frets. The only thing I don't like about these, there's a little stop right inside here that when you slide your fret in, it stops that, and you can't cut any more than that. It has an adjustment on it right here. You can slide that back and forth. I've got it open as far as it'll go, and I still need to cut more tang off because I cut my frets a little long. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this top plate off, and I'm going to grind that little nub off right there so I can slide my fret any length I want. But I haven't done that yet, so we'll just continue with what I'm doing right now. But what I'm having to do, since these frets are long, take my nippers and cut as much as I can on both ends. And I've seen guys using these and other nippers and talking about after they nip it how there's still material left on that tang that needs to be filed off. I don't have that problem. I mean, mine are very smooth. I mean, they're cut flush, so I haven't had that issue. Now you can see when I set this down in there, it's still too long and I don't have enough tang cut off. So what I'm having to do, after I cut that tang, I got to go back and nip a little more of the tang off this way. So I can then go back in and cut more tang off. But like I said, I'm going to fix that when I get done with this neck. And I'm still too long. And see what's happening now, I'm shortening this fret, and I like my frets to be long because when I glue these in, I'll flip this over and use the fret as a funnel to shoot the glue down in there. So I'm cutting these off shorter than I'd like to. I'm trying to keep my head out of the camera here. I can't tell what I've got. I'm still just a little bit too long. So I'm going to have to cut a little bit more off. I hate to do it. I didn't realize I had this problem until I started doing this. I should have stopped and fixed it. That should be good. Yeah, that'll work. I'll cut a couple more of these and take them over and press them in. I got so much stuff going on here, man, and I am so disorganized. I'm trying to get a little more organized. I'll be working on something and go to something else, and I kind of forget what I'd been doing. And for instance, like my brother's bass, I sent that bass home with him, and he's so kind-hearted, man. It's hard to get any information out of him that's, you know, negative. But I finally found out that when I dyed that neck, which I knew and I forgot about, I had covered up the side markers with dye. So, you know, he brought it back over and I fixed all that. I even found a piece of tape sticking out from underneath one of the machine heads, but he didn't say anything about. I'm sure he saw it. So I got all that fixed and took some scratches out of his base and polished it up for him. Did another 3 or 4 coats of True Oil on his neck and treated his neck. Some beeswax, which is what I like to use. I'm going to go ahead and cut a little off this one first. Hopefully I don't make it too short. Kind of boring around here with no music playing, which I normally have on all the time, but you guys wouldn't be able to hear me. I think that'll do. So far I've been pretty lucky. I have only nothing on that side. Doesn't look like I've knocked any of those filler out on those. Yep, right there's one on the fret slots. I'll have to refill that one. That's not too bad. I got something that I want to try to do with some of you guys that are in this community. I'll be getting a hold of you. I'll email you or something, but I want to do something for somebody that's always given to this community and never expects anything in return. A very generous man. I would like to figure out something that we could do for him as a group. I can't tell if that fret's too short or not. Nope, barely fits. I'll use it. This one's really short. I have to glue that from the top. Believe it or not, man, I am still waiting. I use this company called Exotic Wood Zone to buy a lot of my parts and wood and stuff from, and I bought some spalted maple, some small pieces that I want to do some testing on for that one guitar I got, that Les Paul. I still haven't got that. It's not the company, it's the dang post office. And I should have already gotten it. I got this fret wire from them also, and I ordered it after I ordered that wood. I'm going to turn this off and move over to the press. Alright, y'all, I think you can see that. Alright, first thing, this little deal here, this is not that real expensive one from StewMac. I think I've showed you this before. It was like, I don't know, a third of that price or something, but I figured out why it's so cheap. Because it's very loose, you can't tighten it up. These standard coils seem to work better for me, so that's what I'm using. I'll give it a shot and see what happens here. Set in pretty good. Oh, slipped right off the fret. Which made this other one pop out. I should probably figure out a better way to set this up. hold this neck down a little steadier. I could clamp it, but have to do it on every fret. I guess that's what we should do, though. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move this clamp over here. It's getting a little heavy. That gives me a little help. I've been looking for a bandsaw, but found something fairly cheap. I really can't afford it right now, so I'll be holding off on that probably till later in the summer. But I would like to get to the point where I can buy my own lumber, cut my own guitar bodies and necks. I don't know if I have the skill to do it or not, but I'd like to try. I can't seem to get that one. Damn it. Might be better off just to hammer them in, huh? Yeah, I can't get that lined up. Oh, I probably got my big head right in the way. Come on, neck, cooperate. There we go. All right, let me look at these. Yeah, they look pretty good. I still got two to put in. The 2 frets I screwed up. I'm going to have to recut some fret. That'll be it for right now. This is that Harley neck. I'll get these frets at least cut off and beveled. I won't dress them yet, but when I do that, I'm going to dye this neck for that Harley guitar. And I got some other stuff around here I'll show you, but I won't do it right now. I don't make this video too long. Y'all take care.